They're not going to look after you in retirement. Like, no one's coming to save us. Like, if I can make these videos and change one person's life, that they go change their circumstances, leave a relationship they don't like, leave a job they don't like I've done my job. You know, I did exactly this. I'm not sitting there trying to sell a course on fucking day trading. Like, I literally was in places that I didn't want to be, and I turned the whole thing around. The situation I was in, it was only like 5 years ago. Like, the fact that what I did at the time didn't feel like I was changing the fucking world or my life. It wasn't like one huge decision. It was just, at the time, it was a pretty big decision to leave a relationship I didn't want to be in. If I stay here, this is not going to change. So you leave one situation. And then I was like, my job, I didn't like my job. So it was like one decision, but I just focused on one thing at a time. So over the last 4 to 5 years, it looks like I've done all these things, but I have, but it was actually one thing at a time I focused on. All my energy went into one thing, and then I went into the next thing. So yes, I moved very quickly. But along that way, like, they weren't easy decisions. I had to go through like the fear of every decision. What's the worst thing that can happen? At the end of every decision, before I did something, and I do it fucking quick. Am I gonna die? Is it gonna hurt anyone? No, fucking do it. But I still got scared. Am I being a little bitch? You know, what's my contingency plan? Like, but I just kept telling myself, like, the Viking mentality. Burn the ship so you can't retreat. I didn't punch my old supervisor in the face so I didn't get my job back, no. But I left the factory and just went after it. So I think this video today is more about just that journey from somewhere I didn't want to be to somewhere I wanted to be, broken it down, starting the business, you know, just leaving environments that didn't serve me. So this video is just going to break that down into a more of a granular, just so like someone can say, hey, that is me. I'm in that situation I don't like. What can I do about it? Because at the end of the day, every single person can change their outcome. They can change their circumstances. Most of the time, everyone's just being a little bitch. It probably was in school. School was kind of that point where I think every kid's a fucking genius. Anyone who's got a 2-year-old, that's like the fastest pace in someone's life where someone learns. 2-year-olds learn faster, 5 times faster than any other time in their life. That stage of life is where they're just continuously learning. They do it all the way through 4, 5, 6, they're still learning ridiculously amounts. Something happens in school. And that's where you start to realize you're either, like, you go down the path, school works for you and you feel like, you know, you do well, or you feel like you're stupid and you don't fit in because you're probably not, your learning type is not school. You know, especially if you're ADHD like me. You feel like a fucking spastic. You don't understand things straight away, that you're made to feel like your grades make you feel dumb. So I think school kind of sent most people, especially business owners, anyone who starts a business generally didn't do well in school. Majority of trade-based businesses as well. Most people were shit in school, or it wasn't their type of learning. They want to learn physically, they want to see. So school was always a bit of a struggle. So coming out of school, you know, I felt like, you know, I didn't even finish school. I worked at Woolworths, I worked at R.M. Williams. I was always just doing fucking labouring crap work. I felt like, but in my head, I was like, I'm gonna make it. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but there was this burning desire in my head, I am gonna fucking make it. It's like if you think about it so much, it's like it's already happened. It's like in the future, I know I've already done it. I'm just reliving it now and I'm getting that direction. But I'll tell you right now, between fucking 13 and 25, I must have been just fucking clinging on to fucking hope because I had no idea how I was gonna do it. I knew I had the drive. I had everything, obsession. You know, I always say this now, it's like obsession beats talent every time. You can have someone who's obsessed, they will fucking outsmoke every cunt. So coming out of school, you know, I was just fixated. I just wanted to get money. So that's all I was obsessed with. So I ended up, got sacked from Woolworths. I think I got sacked from R.M. Williams. And then I ended up getting a job at Visiboard through a friend. That's like a manufacturing, a cardboard company. So I was like 18 at the time. Walked into this job off the street. I think I did like 6 figures in the first year. Like, for an 18-year-old, so that would have been like 2009 or something. I was doing 6 figures. Everyone in that factory had too much money. We were just wasting it, partied all the time. Fuck, it was so wasted. And then I remember working in that factory and I'd sit there all day and I'd be like, my mind would, I think I said this last time on the last video, like I was always just thinking, like, what's everyone thinking about? Like I'm sitting there, we're doing this monotonous job, we're doing repetitive tasks for 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. And I was just like, what the fuck, what is it people doing all day? And I started to get this thing, like, I started to always calculate the future. I said, even if I worked here for this many years, I'm earning this much money, you know, like I feel like I'm never gonna get to where I want. You know, I'm always gonna trade time for money. I looked around the factory, there was couple of people with investment properties, and then from an outside, it looked like people were successful. Big house, big mortgages, but what I realized over the first 5 to 6 years, I wasn't really thinking that much. I was partying a lot. I was fucking in my 20s. Like I was just burning cash doing stupid shit. But as time grew on, I realized no one was getting anywhere financially. Everyone was just getting older, bolder, fatter, broke, divorced, and they just had bigger and bigger mortgages. So no one was actually better off in this factory. And that's where I started to realize, like, I have to fucking create something. You know, I didn't really know nothing about business. A lot of people around me weren't business owners. One day I got a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read that cunt front to back. It was like a fucking Bible. It all just clicked. Buying assets, you know, and buying things that will give you income over a long period of time. It's a different type of investing, but at the end of the day, good debt, bad debt, assets. It kind of taught me the fundamentals. That kind of led me on my journey. What I realized is I read a book that resonated with my brain. It was something that I was passionate about and addicted about, money, wealth creation. And I wanted to, if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad or the other books, they've got the quadrants. I needed to be in the business owner side of the quadrant to get the most assets in life. So I kind of correlated really quickly. I needed to build a business to make money, to pay tax, to buy property, and scale wealth. That was literally the fundamentals of what I needed to do. And that's exactly what I've done today. Build a business, to pay tax, to borrow money, to buy property. So like that is when everyone tries to get so fucking flustered about all these different fucking ideas. It's a simple process broken down. Don't fucking try to make it anything it's not. It's make money, invest money, and if you can borrow money to invest, you get leveraged wealth. It's so fucking simple. So I went down that path. Luckily, I was at a factory where I could do what the fuck I wanted. I was probably the shittest employee. I sat on a bucket all day. I read books for fucking 5, 6, 7 years. I used that over time. I started to really work hard and buy a couple of properties. So I then was obsessed with trying to buy as many properties as possible. That also came to a point where I said, well, I can't borrow any more money. My broker at the time saying, no, you're done. And I was trying to come up with these different ways. Then I realized when I started to tell the broker, hey, what about this? And they go, that's a great idea. Instantly going like, why the fuck am I giving you the idea? So it showed me that I think a lot differently. I think outside the box. And I started getting this obsession with finance and wealth at the time, but I didn't really correlate that's what I wanted to do. So I ended up working at that factory for 15 years. I sat there for 15 years, but I earned good money. It created a great life. I built a lot of wealth. Let's go see the boys at the office. See what they're doing. We'll go sneak up on them. Nah, it's a lie. I told them we're coming. I said, make sure you don't fucking have your pants on when we get there. It's fucking like, it's like this big. So it's like, if you're driving and shit, like, yeah. I don't know, what's a cop gonna say to drive you to go fucking light on this fucking stabilizer?
So like, where is it?
On the middle.
On the right?
It's in the middle.
Alright.
Alright. See what happens.
Yeah, okay.
But if there's got a battery, like, how long's the fucking battery last? Like, is this gonna fall off? Ooh, hello. Oof, got it back. No more fucking budget van today, boys.
Savage money. You already know what it is. Just get it. They been sleeping on a race. We woke 'em up.
So I think if I put my foot down, is that gonna smack you in the face? Wonder how this fucking little stabilizer thing's gonna go. Like, you know how hard it was to set that up, where it's like trying to get the counterbalance, it doesn't fucking smack into the dash. Hello. Well, we're gonna head down to the office. I did give them a heads up, make sure they got fucking their hair in place and they're not fucking swearing at each other. Nah, they're all right. I kind of got it at a point now where, as I remove myself, I'm not, like, I'm more available to any client, new client, existing client than ever before. Like, my phone doesn't ring as much because I'm only ringing to people who want, it's more like questions, advice, stuff like that, not the loan process deal. Because like, there's no point calling me about where's my loan at, because I've got a team now, I've got a process. We've built it so well that it just gets handed through, it's quick, everyone knows their roles. So now that I've technically not writing loans, I can just make more content. And everyone kind of said like, oh, like it feels like they're stepping away. But I said, no, you're probably gonna get a better service now, because people would ask me, hey, can you look at this for me? But I've got a million other things to do. So having the boys in the office be their broker, that means when something goes, I need to action this, they do it straight away, which means they're building a better relationship with the client. I'm solely at the front now. It's, hey, Pete, this is what I'm thinking. I said, oh, it's a pretty shit idea. Have you spoke to your accountant, thought of this, this, and this? Once that's been said, we go, that's a great idea. Hey, yep, that checks out, we're gonna do that. Then the client literally goes straight into the fucking system, gets the job done quicker, and they're not relying on me who might have 50 other tasks to do. So a lot of people have already commented like, I answer my phone more, I'm a lot more available because I'm not getting stuck in the loan writing process. So a lot of business owners think that, whoa, it's a red light. Imagine getting pulled over and they see there's fucking like a light in the car and you're recording. You look like a fucking idiot. They're like, oh no. I don't have a key.
CEO getting locked up.
I do have a key. I've never seen it locked before. I've never been here early enough. The boys! Fucking get back here, Ross. Is that what it was for? Dave, Ross. How are you, mate? This is Dave, he's our natural, beautiful grey gorilla. Staunch in nature.
Silver grey.
Heart of gold.
Flex day, flex.
No flexing.
Ross has just gone for a shit.
Fuck, is he? I swear Ross is scared of the camera. He doesn't post his shit. No. He's not like, here he is.
Hey, Guido.
I feel like it's P20 day when you did it.
This is Rossi. He gets all the complex stuff at the moment. How are we going anyway? How's my boys?
Good.
No dramas?
Nah.
Cool. Don't say any names anyway. Breach of privacy does a test, Ross. But all the boys are cooking, but I'm not going to get into that too much. Where's Katie? Katie will be fucking spewing. This is Katie. You don't look stressed at all today. It must be a good day.
Yeah.
No fires?
No fires.
That's what I want to hear. If there is fires, they can tell me later when you're not around. So we're down at the office today. We've come down to shoot some content. The onshore team here, I've got Dave, Chris, Ross. We've got Katie in the office. We've got an offshore team and some people that don't work in the office, but that's the machine of Savage Money. There's a lot of moving parts, especially to get such a high volume of loans in and happy people out. So we've just come down here today, have a bit of a chat, but you'll see a bit of content come out. We try to get everyone involved, try to sit there as a creative group, take the piss out of some people, make a laugh, bit of education, but just gotta do something to stand out because at the end of the day, selling debt is not that fucking sexy. Being a digital office, obviously we serve people all over the country using social media, using all the tech available today since COVID, everything's gone digital, which made our life fucking easier. Being able to have a storefront that, look, if you look at the fucking things, there's no actual opening times. We don't actually rely on foot traffic, nor do we want people walking past and coming anyway, they just distract us. So using social media is, we've just got an office for the team, keep it a great environment, keep the fucking door locked, and we can just sit there and focus on what we do. So we don't really fucking advertise where we are. It's just an office where we can come to do our work and have a bit of fun along the way.
Hey, stay. All Savage Money.
Look, that's a wrap on video 2. Bit more of the journey through the office, seeing the gears that move the cogs through the process. Look, if you like what you're seeing, you want to strap in, give us a like, give us a follow, and we're just getting started.